Hi, my name is Peggy, and this is my channel, Bespoke Ability Sewing. This is my 33rd episode, and today is Friday, so it is another episode of Friday Sews. Friday Sews is a hashtag that was created by Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room as a way to bring the sewing community together. So thank you, Jen, and thank you for joining me today. I only finished 2 things in my studio this week, but I love them both, although they're not for me. The first thing I did was to make the Megan Nielsen Jara sweatshirt for my daughter. I used a pink interlock knit from my late mother's stash to make this top, which I thought would be a good transitional piece. You could certainly use a heavier fabric for this as well, but I thought this would work well for our upcoming warmer weather. I added 1 inch in length to the sleeves and to the bodice front and the bodice back. I determined this by holding up the pattern pieces to me to see what I thought was needed. Now my daughter is a little taller than I am, but we can pretty much get away with the same things. I made the high-low version. This pattern comes with several different options, and the pattern recommends or suggests hemming the high-low version before you sew the pieces together. So I did that, and I used my cover stitch for it, and it worked well. So the hems were done on my cover stitch, but everything else was done on my serger. I also interfaced the back shoulders, which is something I usually do. It doesn't call for it, but can't hurt. And I did try it on before I gave it to my daughter, and I loved it. She loves it too. Then it was time for the meat and potatoes of my sewing week, and that was making the True Bias Hudson pants. If you've been following me for a while, you'll know that I have made 2 muslins prior for my daughter of joggers using a simplicity pattern. And those pants just didn't quite do what she wanted. She wanted a slimmer fit and she wanted a drawstring waist. And then she mentioned to me that she really liked the pants I had sewn for her husband a couple Christmases ago. Now those were the men's Hudson pants, to which I had added loads of length because he's 6'6". And I had the women's version, so I thought I would give those a try. I compared the Simplicity pattern pieces, the pants pieces, to the Hudson pant pieces. Now I had previously added quite a bit of length to the Simplicity pattern pieces, and I determined that I needed to add 5 inches in length to the Hudson pants. I sewed a size 12 of these, and they fit my daughter well, although they have enough room. I could go down to the 10, but these are comfortable, so she seems to like them. We'll stick with it. I ordered a drawstring from Amazon, navy blue, like the pants, and it's great. I'll link it below because you might want something similar. And in the future, this time I did 2 buttonholes in the center of the waistband, which is what the pattern calls for. But in the future, I might do grommets, which I will need to buy grommets and a die to make those work, but I think they would make a nice professional look. This pattern has great instructions, so just follow them and you will be fine. The pattern calls for 2-inch wide elastic at the waistband, and I cut out a length longer than I thought I would need for her. And what I did was I measured a 1/2 inch from the end, and then I drew a line using my friction pen. Then I took the pen and the elastic up to my daughter's house, and she wrapped it around her waist, well, like 1.5 inches or so below her belly button, and pulled it snugly. And then she marked where it overlapped the mark that I had previously made. And then when I went home, I added a 1/2 inch past that, cut that off, and the 2 1/2 inch segments I had at either end were for overlap. I mostly use the serger, but I did use my sewing machine for a few things. Let me think. I used it to baste the pocket detail on. I used it to baste the completed pockets to the front pants pieces. I used it to baste on the waistband. I used it to connect the 2 ends of the elastic once I had inserted it, and then I top stitched on the waistband, I think 5/8 down and 1.5 inches down. But everything else was done on my serger, and it was really quite straightforward. I used my bodkin to insert both the elastic and then the drawstring. After I got the drawstring in, I knotted the ends of it. This is a great pattern, and my daughter loves it. I mean, she even called me today and said, "Mom, I'm wearing them. I love them." It was just what she was looking for. But the big difference between these pants and ready-to-wear joggers, they fit. And they are long enough for somebody who's 6 feet tall. So that is worth a lot. The fabric I used for these pants is a cotton spandex jersey that I bought at Style Maker Fabrics. I was originally going to make a top either for me or for my daughter, but I thought they would be great to try in these Hudson pants. I wasn't sure if this was the right fabrication or not, but I think it's great. Now the big challenge is for my daughter. She's going to have to pick out some colors for pants that she wants. Now, if it were for me, I'd probably pick pink, but my daughter will probably pick neutrals. And also, she's going to have to decide if she wants a cotton spandex French terry, or no, cotton spandex jersey like these, or a French terry. Or maybe both. We will see. By the way, I have found some sources that I am going to try. In fact, I've placed an order just today, so I don't have them yet. But knowing that my daughter wanted neutrals, because I did talk to her about that, I don't know if you watch Carol from Polly Sews, but I will link her channel below. She made joggers not too long ago and mentioned the Essential Solids cotton spandex jersey from knitfabric.com, and I will link them below. They have quite a few colors and a really reasonable price. It's $8 a yard, which is just incredible. So I have ordered gray and I've ordered black, with the thought of making more Hudsons from these, and I'll see what the quality's like and if my daughter likes it. But then I also wanted to try the French terry. So I bought from Green Style Fabrics, and I'll link them below. They have French terry with matching ribbing and matching drawstrings, which is just so exciting. So I ordered the camel, French terry, camel rib knit, and camel drawstring. So I'm excited to see what those will be like. Well, as you may have guessed, after I made these 2 pieces, I had to try them on, and I love them and therefore want to make this same outfit for me. Now I have some lavender, kind of smoky lavender orchid athletic knit from Blue Moon Fabrics that I think I'll make both pieces out of that. I probably will omit the drawstring because if I wear these to sleep, it would bother me to have that knot at my stomach. But I'm excited to give them a go. This picture that I've taken of me in my daughter's outfit, I'm quite disheveled. No makeup, just a real mess. And my studio is also quite disheveled. But I'm very happy, so that's good. I also bought the new pattern from Love Notions. It's the Crescendo Pull-On Jeans, and I am excited to give them a try. They have petite rise, regular rise, and tall rise and inseam. And then they have a full or a flat butt, and they come in 4 styles: skinny, straight, flared, and bootleg. So I'm excited to give those a try, and I'm sure my daughter would like a pair too. Well, I am hoping to tape together the pattern I printed out this week, which is the mini Hudsons for my grandson, who, by the way, is turning 2 next week. I can't believe it. And I'm excited to celebrate with him. I will also be working on my Make 6 of my Make 9 2024, and I should have a video out next Tuesday of my Make 6 make. And then I should be back next Friday with a Friday Sews with whatever I've completed after that. Things are great here. The weather is gorgeous. It's in the mid-60s, and you can feel spring in the air, and it's just so hopeful and so nice. My grandkids are great. Everything is going well, and I'm having a lot of fun in the sewing room. Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. And I will be back on Tuesday with my Make 6 of my Make 9 2024. So hopefully I will see you then. Thanks so much for joining me. Bye.